Yo, what's up, honkers? Today, me and Ozu were going to be reacting to McNallyOfficial. If you don't know who this is basically a guy who breaks open locks like it's his fucking job. I mean, it kind of is. He's making videos on it, and he's making money off of it, I'm assuming. But apparently, he got sued by, like, a bunch of lock companies for showing people how to break open locks. Because, well, you can see how teaching other people how to break open locks can land you in hot fecal water, I'd assume. But going after them and telling people it's fake is, yeah. I'll just let the video speak for itself. Anyways, today's secret word is faff. If you comment the secret word in the comments down below, I will give your comment a heart. Alright, let's get right into today's video. Ooh.
Oh, I love that sound.
That was so good. Why does he need to do that, though? That was awesome.
That is something that takes so much practice.
Oh, so it's a thumbprint one.
Yeah, it's a biometric lock pad.
Interesting.
Just pulled it.
Ah.
That looks so sus.
There you go. Wow.
Nice.
Nice. Oh. Nice.
Oh.
Why does that that transition? Why does this look like Blarg with piercings?
It does. Wait. No. It looks like Blarg mixed with that one guy from Twin Paranormal.
It kind of does. Wait.
Do you see it?
Yeah, I do. Although he's not ginger.
Yeah. We can fix that, though. Hey, hold that for me.
Why? It's so...
Nice. Oh, dude. Oh, you missed. You missed.
Wait, is the can toss guy... What's the lore behind this? What's the lore behind can toss guy? Can toss guy's in a fucking banana outfit. He's in a banana suit. He's driving this fucking forklift. What is this?
He looks like he would set a world record on Twitch.
It's still in there. Yeah.
Ooh, that looks good.
Ooh.
What do you think about these bad boys?
You are using a Masterlock Magnum Model 736. Masterlock claims it has maximum pick resistance with a 5-pin cylinder.
Okay.
It's actually a 6-pin cylinder that they sell with a missing pin stack. Either way, these locks can be opened using a technique called comb picking, which hardly requires any skill. Comb picking.
By the way, some Jerry lore. Whenever I was little, I had friends that probably weren't into very nice things. I learned how to lockpick whenever I was like 6 years old.
Been around
You can
for a
pick
very
your
long
friends,
time.
you can pick
It's one
your
of the
nose.
easiest techniques
You
to
can
guard
definitely pick
against in
your
a
friends'
lock is all you have to do is have your pin stacks balanced so they can't be compressed completely above the shear line. The Pro Series is actually the exact same lock, except this one actually has its 6-pin stack. Normally a lock operates with the key pins below the shear line and the driver pins above. With exceptionally disappointing locks.
Yeah, so you could just do this.
Force everything above the shear
And
line.
then done.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's all you do. That's literally it. You just shove it in, go up, that's it. In my opinion, the hardest locks to pick are the ones that twist and turn ones, because I never learned how to do those.
About to escape from my angry psycho kidnapper using this fresh mint dental floss. Someone better stop me.
Oh.
Oh, fuck!
Due
Oh,
to the nature
that
of
was
my
a
content,
good
I've expressed a
transition.
concern for my safety that if I keep posting these videos, eventually Masterlock may get fed up and send somebody to silence me.
Right.
However, I assure you I am perfectly safe because I don't use their products.
I see.
Also, the way he's picking this is the hard way to learn how to pick lock, is you feel the pins and stuff. You want to do it the easy way, just get one of the combs. You don't have to do this on every single one.
Some locks are harder to comb pick.
Every lock that's built like this you can comb pick.
Yeah.
pick in and moving it around, but you're not sure what you're doing or if you're even hitting the right pins. Instead of getting upset, get your key and stick it all the way to the back. Next, we're going to mark where the key meets the keyway. You could use a pencil, but Sharpie will be easier to see. For educational purposes, mine is a little extra girthy. A fine point marker will give you thinner, more accurate
And then that
lines.
way you can...
The valleys or cuts in the key not only tell you how many pins you are working with, but the depth of the cuts or the key's bitting tells you how the lock is pinned. Think of your key like a password that you carry around with you.
Pretty much.
Bastards won't even share your Netflix login with family, but you'll share your home login with the world. Align the tip of your pick with the last cut on the key and use the reference mark we made before getting distracted to create a new reference mark on your pick. Continue doing this.
And this
for
is
each
how you
cut
learn.
until you've marked all of your lock's pin positions. Whoosh. Now all you have to do is align these marks with the front of the keyway and you'll know exactly where each pin position is when you practice picking a lock.
Interesting.
So if you ever wanted to learn how to pick locks, that's actually, you can learn how to do it that way. Toddler lock system.
You are using a Lakeshore Alphabet Learning Lock. It can be
Learning
opened with
lock.
a Lakeshore Alphabet Learning Lock.
Look at this. It's like on TikTok shop. Nobody is going to be getting in.
Pretty much impossible for somebody to break into your house.
Military grade, what did that say?
Get them here on the screen.
Yep. Yep.
Brass shutter locks.
Some people would do, what do you call it? Instead of like a plastic bottle, you would use like a coat hanger, like a wire coat hanger to go inside there. You would like flatten it out with like a hammer or something. You would be able to do it like that. It's easier to do the coat hanger because if there was a lock like that, so like hotel doors, you know, maybe I should stop giving tips on how to
You think?
like break into things. Let's
As
not.
I'm just sitting here like, How much
The
is he gonna
master lock,
say?
all of which can be bypassed or opened without actually having to pick the lock. This is done by inserting a medium hook and pushing down. That's it. Put your pick in and push down. There's also a model 608, which I have no doubt will open when I stick my pick in and push down. The knife I'm using to open the packaging was forged from a railroad spike. Originally it was intended to be quite a bit larger, but I made a happy accident and ended up Bob Rossing it into this mini cheese cleaver.
Okay.
This is the part of the video where I stick my pick in, push down, and see if anything happens. Something has happened. You
Brother.
can extract the pickle stuck at the bottom of the jar using a McTickler. This is a
Is this-
Bergenfester
Is this an ad? Is this an ad?
700. I believe massive messing means that it is made of solid brass, except for the parts that aren't. The Gamma 700 has 6 spools. Its key pins are also spools. You
Oh.
can get an idea of a lock's tolerance by listening to the pins when the core
Okay.
is rotated to its original position.
Perks of living in fucking Portland. Like, who would do this?
You are using a master
You don't-
lock
you
model
don't need it.
176. You can open it using a master lock
You
model
can literally just-
176.
Yeah. By the way, guys, master locks are trash.
Yep.
Don't use these.
Here's how you can use your pliers even if you've lost your keys. Grab your lost keys and remove one of the key rings. Work it until you've got a completely sort of straight wire. Using your pliers.
Hey, you know that thing I was talking about where
Mm-hmm.
you could use a coat hanger, a wire coat hanger?
Yeah.
Wires cut in half so that you have 2 completely sort of straight wires. Using just the tip, bend the end of one of your wires in alternating directions until you have something that looks like this. Using the thick part of the pliers, roll the other end into a sad excuse of a handle. Repeat these steps for the other wire. Stick it all the way in until you hit the back and then bend it over about 90 degrees. This will be your turning tool and it should look something like this. Insert your turning tool and apply a little bit of pressure. If you've got an exceptionally cheap lock with an unshielded core, you might be able to just skip the picking and bypass it
master lock?
altogether. It won't always be
No.
this easy and every lock is different, but if you play around with
No,
it
it's
and
not.
adjust the shape of your tools as necessary, you'll be surprised how many locks you can open without even setting the pins. Here's an example of our improvised tools being used on a Schlag lock cylinder. The Bogota style pick is especially effective because it allows us to use a
It's
variety of
essentially a
techniques.
comb
In this
pick.
case, I'm raking in and out and then switching to a levering technique. It can also be flipped over for single pin picking or if you just need a deeper reach.
There we go! Literally nothing. This has got to break the lock.
Oh, I broke the bolt cutter.
Is he gonna break it with another lock?
That'd be so funny.
That is it.
Oh my God, it's still a little hot.
it's crazy because these locks are the highest rated safety locks that money can buy.
That's a master lock.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Where'd the head come from?
I don't know, but he just pulled out the lock itself.
Yep.
And now it just slides out. And there you go.
Oh, would you look at that?
My fingerprint lock doesn't work anymore, but that's fine because you can just pull on it and it will open.
Yeah, that's fine.
And if you want to close it again, you just pull back down and then kind of stuff the shackle back.
I really hope that the company that's behind this fucking thing, they need to fix that shit. If anything, this is free QA testing for that company, but also it opens the door to a lot of lawsuits, I bet.
I'm sure they noticed this during testing.
Then why would they whatever?
You can do this because
they
the
can
shackle is
just
missing a shackle
get away with it.
catch, which even the cheapest of master locks have. But I'm still kind of disappointed because it was marketed as having a shackle catch and it doesn't have one.
Or not
but
to
there's a
lock?
more serious
That is the
design
question.
flaw.
Indeed,
with this
Nugget.
lock. This whole thing is held together by a single security.
Are you
can
serious?
see underneath this gasket here, if I can get it pulled away. There we go. This little guy right here. All right, here it is. You can see it's not threaded. There's no adhesive, and all you have to do is take this out, which is just kind of stuffed in here, held in by hopes and prayers. And
Wait,
plate comes
it's
off,
not
it screws
screwed
out
in.
this plate, and then pretty much just disassemble the rest of the lock. It just
What the Why? Is this... Wait. What's those barrels full of?
Combo lock. Oh, he did it.
Yeah, most combo locks are pretty cheap. You just needed a hard hit to the top of it and you're done. Okay, what are you doing? Is he gonna go from the top? Oh, into the combo, okay. I did not know you could do that. I am learning things.
There might be some concern.
This is Easy Home. Easy Home used one of my videos to advertise their product as a security device effective against lockpicking.
Get them here on the screen.
I responded
no,
by
they made
posting
a
a
big
video
mistake.
demonstrating that their lock can be opened with a milk jug.
Right.
I know many of you are eagerly awaiting my response.
Yeah.
Responded by claiming my content was his intellectual property to
No, he did not.
There's no fucking way. Are you shitting me?
No way.
Why would you
have the video removed.
What you all don't know is that I actually reached out to McNally. Why did I do this?
My guess was free marketing.
Because I genuinely wanted to understand any potential weaknesses and gather as much insight to improve the design.
Easy Home has yet to ask me how to improve the lock's design, its weakness to shimming, or for any insight at all. That being said, I do have 2 suggestions. For those who have already purchased this product, placing a band or Velcro around the lock or piece of tape on the back will make it significantly harder to bypass. For anyone looking to buy a product like this, I thought you'd find this interesting. This is an unpickable lock from
that it's like way cheaper to get elsewhere. You don't have to get the other thing. Fuck that guy.
It's called the Scorpio and it has a 14-pin cylinder. Like most dimple locks, its key is reversible. This one, however, has cuts on the sides as well because it needs to set pins in 3 different directions at the same time. The operation of this lock is a little different. Instead of popping up, the shackle is released and then you have to rotate it after turning
weird.
To pick this lock, you would have to set 5 pins on the top, 5 pins on the bottom, and 4 on the side. To do this, I'll apply attention to the side that doesn't have pins and then carefully insert my dimple rig.
Oh! Yeah, you could do that. Okay. I was like so confused. I was like, whoa. So what he did there was, he was putting pressure on the turning. So that way all the pins could stay in one place. And then he just shoved something big enough in there. So all he did was do a comb pick, but on all sides.
Is the number one thing you must pick up. It goes onto your brake lever.
You are using a Polaris handlebar brake lock. To open it, I'll be using a tubular lockpick. You may notice one of my feeler thingies has a wee nubbin. Some locks have a notch in the center
never
that can be
had
used for tensioning. For this one, we're going to tension on top.
I don't know how you do the circle ones. I didn't even know you could pick lock the circle ones.
You may notice one of my feeler thingies has a wee nubbin. Some locks have a notch in the center that can be used for tensioning. For this one, we're going to tension on top from the inside of the lock. Because it will get in the way, the tension rod is removed. To open the lock, I'm going to stick my pick in and give it a few pumps. As I'm pumping away, I will periodically give it a twist to see if anything happens. Something has happened. My feeler thingies are also in a different position. We can keep them like this by tightening the collar and use the tubular pick as a key.
I can't open it because it's locked for over 5 days.
You are using a Vadier timed lockbox. The locking mechanism is a motorized swing arm. It can be opened by pushing it back into place. This can be done using a lockpick or other pointy pokey stabby thing to pointy pokey stab it open.
Yeah, there you go. Pointy pokey stabby thing.
Pokey stabby.
Yeah. You gotta can toss guy. You got this. Arm.
Eat.
Just hit it. There we go. Perfect.
First, we need to open the box to get the box. So here we have.
Yeah.
True, I mean the beam was at least good enough to stop a rim.
And we're gonna do another episode of 5-minute crafts that.
Sorry, McNally has been fooling people for years. He makes and edits his videos to make himself look good. The lock was altered, and we currently have a lawsuit against him for the lies he has made. He will be exposed in court with a jury to decide. That's how confident we feel. So he ordered a thing from Amazon, got it from a Dropbox, and is filming it at the place where he... Oh, boy.
Oh, yes, in 5 minutes. So first we have the case.
And there was actually a follow-up from this where he basically said, you know what, I'm fine, let's go to court and I'll do this in the courtroom.
Liquid death? Alright.
They dropped the suit after this video.
Yeah, I would assume so.
I can't do that with the Beach Ball McCroy.
Alright.
Alright, here's the lock.
There's the lock. Alright. That's a cool lock right there.
Make sure the key actually opens the lock. Or make sure the lock operates.
Right, make sure it's not broken. And there you go.
Yep. Sometimes they don't. I'm not saying this particular brand.
Oh! He could have used a can!
Yep.
Doesn't even work. You can still pick it though, which is interesting. So anyways, cut the top off, put a slit down the side.
And then...
just cut a strip out. We're going to round it out.
Yep.
I'll remove this side because it's messed up. And then you don't have to do that. I'm just doing it so I don't...
cut yourself, right?
Lacerate myself on a aluminum shim. And that's it. You don't have to measure anything.
Just shove it in there and...
no math needed.
Yeah.
Just going to shim it into the back. Make sure we're fully seated behind the latch. Give it a few pumps. There it is.
Oh, he's struggling. Oh, he got it.
Eat it.
Wow.
Today,
Go get your refund, King.
That's so insane. What a fucking flex.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait. Is this the lock people?
Today, I'm going to prove a lot of you haters wrong.
Yes, it is.
And show you how much it can
Oh,
handle.
no.
So you can't play me. We're gonna quickly bypass these. There's just no way you're
$130.
This comment is from
Oh
Video
my
98,
God.
where I open a Master Lock Model 605 using a short hook without any turning tools. The technique is called a knife tool bypass. With some unshielded locks, a pointy pokey thing can be used to stab the springy latch thing in the back. It can then be pulled away from the shackle, allowing the
And
lock
then
to
there you
open.
go.
While making this cutaway for Billy, I realized there's an even easier way to bypass this particular lock. Even on most unshielded locks, you wouldn't be able to do this, but because Master Lock left so much of a gap in the back of their cylinder, you can actually just push it down using a medium hook.
That's so
With a
funny.
spring-loaded shackle catch and retaining pin, you can open and remove the shackle with a low kinetic energy.
Fucking middle finger. So you just use gravity.
The twist key lock is a lock that uses a twist key.
The twist key lock.
Packaging says so. To operate the twist key lock,
This is
insert
the
twist key inside.
This is the lock that I was talking about, the one that's like twist keying. I don't understand how to do.
The twist key and twist the twist key until the twist key opens.
Right.
You may recognize this technology from the time you Googled duck penis
What?
after watching this video.
No, don't
More
Google it.
importantly, this lock is unpickable.
Don't do it.
The packaging says so. I will now open this lock. To do this, I'm using a pick.
Oh.
Here's a better way to open a lock using just a saw. First, choose a design or draw one of your own. For this, I have decided to go with the McTickler. Then simply just...
The McTickler. That's a lot of machining. What does man do as a J job? I'm assuming this is his job, but like, I don't know. What are we making? Why was there something blurred there?
No shit.
What? No way.
No way.
Doesn't fucking work. It doesn't.
It depends. Most padlocks have either ball bearings or a spring shackle catch. The spring shackle catch is usually in the form of two sliding bolts that are pulled inward with normal operation.
Right.
However, because springs spring, they are vulnerable to kinetic attacks. The two-hammer technique works when both sliding bolts are simultaneously dislodged to free the shackle. In some cases, it is possible to dislodge both sliding bolts with one strike on one side. Another method is to strike alternating sides while pulling on the shackle.
So how do you... Okay, so you have to pull on it to do it.
Turn the faucet, and it sprays up like that. Our old landlord let us use the hose to wash down the cars. But the new one said no hoses, so we started using buckets.
Now how do we get that off? Let's see. There you go.
The kingpin lock to help protect your RV from getting stolen when you're not around.
How to not get it
Using
stolen?
a Reese Tow Power maximum security kingpin lock. To open it, I'll be using a short hook to pull out the cylinder. With the cylinder removed, I now have access to the retaining bolt. For this, I'll be using the back end of my short hook and wave rake to hold it in place while I unscrew the lock.
Oh. That was it. Okay.
Alrighty.
Very simple. No! 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 No!
That could be your kill.
Well, it unlocked it for sure.
Yep.
Here's how you can open your lock even if you've lost your key. Grab your lost key and file each cut down to the lowest position. To open your lock, you're going to need the right key to set the pins at the shear line. Here you'll notice the pins are binding at the shear line.
But you
That's
have to
because
file.
we made the wrong key from the right key. But if we use the wrong key in the right way, we can open our lock along with any other lock that the key fits. This method of opening a lock is called bumping. Using a bump hammer, kinetic energy is transferred into the key pins, and finally the driver pins, which are launched above the lock shear line. You might recognize this transfer of kinetic energy with Newton's cradle. With locks, it's harder to demonstrate because the entire process happens in 1/120th of a second. This footage was filmed at 240 frames per second. This is 1 frame before impact, the moment of impact, and 1 frame after. With the right
How the
tension
fuck?
and careful timing, it is possible to bump a lock open in one hit, but usually it takes a few strikes while adjusting tension as needed. A castration band or a rebound ring can help speed up this process.
A rebound
by
ring.
resetting the bump key after each attempt.
I see. So
Never
the ring
worry
is
about
actually
faulty
purpose.
protection
Got
ever
it.
again.
You are using a Deseku combination lock.
Yeah.
I mean, why pick the lock when you can just take down the full door?
True. Just literally do a big bird, you know, just fucking
Rada.
Rada. Oh, there we go. Bro, does that not hurt your hand?
Which of these do you think is fake? Is it number one, this 40mm padlock that is labeled high security and advertised and recommended to consumers for heavy-duty security applications? Number 2, this heavier-duty 60mm Pro Max security padlock, which is also advertised and recommended for heavy-duty security applications. Like our high security lock in the first example, our Pro Max security lock only has 4 pins and can be opened by just picking 3 of them.
Well, that's not safe.
Or number 3, this 50mm padlock that doesn't even have pins. In fact, it's only recommended for low security applications because it's literally called not a lock.
The first guy said he couldn't open.
Then why would you? Okay, why would you? That you just buy that for someone that's like you hate, I guess. 2 locksmiths plus 1 puck.
Because he can't cut it. I did a clean drilling job and installed a new.
You drilled a Master Lock Magnum Series puck lock. To open it, I'll be using a comb pick. The lock you replaced it with is a Master Lock Pro Series puck lock. To open it, I'll be using a comb pick. The warded lock has been around for over 2,000 years and is still in use today. Originally, they were handmade with a solid body design. Today, they can be made much cheaper by laminating together layers of hardened steel. This lock, like many others, lost its key sometime over the years, but we can still get it open by modifying the key from another warded lock. After removing unneeded material and cutting it down to its bare bones, we have a skeleton key,
Skyrim lied to you.
warded lockpick. With just a few picks, you can open almost every warded lock that has been made over the last couple hundred years. In this case, our homemade pick not only opens the antique, but it still works on the original lock. And of course, all of the other locks like it, which is a bit of a doozy as far as security goes, but then again, these are not meant for high security applications. For the most part, they're better suited for low security outdoor use. Having a simple design with minimal moving parts helps these locks function when many others would fail, especially when exposed to dirt and debris, freezing temperatures, or just overall neglect.
So it's literally just for, like, outside use only, pretty much. But most locks can do that now too, right?
Can your door do this?
Bumped it?
Let me introduce you to the Calculated Survival Norse Throwing Hatchet.
Don't worry if you ever break the handle because I sell spare handles on the website.
After 20 minutes? Bro, that's awesome. Do you ever just throw, like, sharp objects?
This device stops you from using your mobile phone.
Fun fact, these are unbreakable. Literally traps your phone in
Oh, hey, Jordan.
case. You cannot open it. It's like impossible.
All right. Unbreakable, he says.
Or you could just peel the plastic off. Interesting.
Okay, so is he going to show the other ways to do it?
I was having a hard time finding new jokes in the comedy aisle at Home Depot, so I went over to Walmart and I found this. It's a hyper tough laminated steel padlock. Not only that, but I also found these T-pins from this brand called Pen Gear. Now, I've never used this brand before, but I'm pretty sure the T stands for tactical, and Pen Gear is short for penetration gear. Anyways, let's go tactically penetrate this lock. I'll be using 2 pins. I've got one that bends up a little bit, and the other one's pretty much straight. The straight one I'm going to put at the top of the keyway.
I didn't know they just
and I'll be
sold
using light, medium
pick
pressure.
locks.
When using tactical pins, it's important to be careful not to impale your fingertip on the pokey part of the tool. Now, you could single pin pick using these specialty tools. However, I'm just going to give it the old stick lift, add a little torsion, twist, and zip.
And there you go.
Here is how you can pick a 5300 series American lock. With pick and cut resistance with its shrouded shackle, it's a decently balanced lock. With Peterson's Ghost Pick set, I would use the short hook and
for him to actually compliment a lock is impressive, because it's like, you know, hey, it's not that bad. It's actually kind of a pain in the ass.
I think so
With
too.
Peterson's Ghost Pick set, I would use the short hook and pry bar for top of the keyway tension. If you prefer bottom, it is possible, but with these, it's usually easier to go on top because you have more range of motion for activities and you're less likely to bind the core. To control movement, I like to stick a finger next to the keyhole and use a levering technique with the pick. I'm not counting the individual clicks because there's 18 of them, but what I want you to pay attention to is the deep fall set I'm about to fall into. This usually indicates that you've reached the last pin and it's a spool. To defeat it, release pressure with your turning tool while adding pressure with your pick like you're using a clutch. For $30 to $40, I think this is a reasonably priced lock.
That's not bad. Oh, he hit it. He's trying to open it with an axe. Where's this guy live at? It's so pretty. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Bro, come on. Open it. Did he do it? Yes!
Hey.
This is a pin tumbler lock commonly used on doors. It has 2 rows of pins, key pins on the bottom and driver pins on top. The part of a lock you stick a key in is called the plug, and indicated here is the shear line, or the top of the plug. In order for it to turn and the lock to open, all of the driver pins must be raised to exactly the right height so that they clear the shear line. Pins come in different sizes, but the bitting, or the way your key is cut, is what ensures they get set to the correct height. Not only do pins come in different sizes, but in higher security locks, they come in different shapes as well. This is a standard driver pin. This is a serrated pin, which can be identified by the series of cutouts at the bottom. Spool pins have the entire middle section cut out. And there are many other variations like this hybrid serrated spool. For educational purposes, I'm going to remove the last 3 pin stacks to demonstrate how these security pins work. When picking a lock, a standard pin will have a nice solid click and a little bit of movement when it is set. 2 is loose, so I'm moving over to 3 because it's the next one that is binding. Because it is a...
Wait, why did you cut off? I didn't touch anything.
No.
Ran out of side quests.
Spools are the most common.
Oh no, he went to them directly.
Why do you go do them directly? What, did he get like called there and be like, hey, can you please stop using our blocks, please, on your videos? Like, we know that they're bad. Like, it just doesn't make our company look good.
I don't know. He picked the lock in front of their headquarters.
Because they are cheap and because most are symmetrical, they can't be installed backwards. Serrated pins are the second most common, which you will encounter if you pick American locks or the Master Lock Lotto locks like the 406 and 410. The Magnum and Pro Series puck locks have serrated key pins as well as drivers, but you can just comb them, so there's that. Master keyed locks are generally much easier to pick. If you live in an apartment or dorm, you probably have one. I call them fancy spools.
Fancy
just
spools?
elongated spools. These are common in the Avis Titanium
Shroom
ATI
pins.
50, which you can shim open. Master Lock uses the fancy spools in their 150, 60, and 70, which you can comb open, so there's that. You can just ignore this next one. It's that's a grub screw.
The grub screw?
But it's not healthy for the lock. Some locks have driver pins that fall completely below the shear line. Some have key pins that can be pushed above the shear line. When all key pins can be pushed above the shear line, it can be combed open. If you live in North America, you have probably seen this lock. Found on most stores, they are strong against physical attack, but are usually installed without protection for the internal locking mechanism.
Okay.
Using a tool like this commercial door hook expansion on the Covert Companion, the pivot pin can easily be accessed and manipulated, bypassing the lock. If you're a magician or you're at a party and you're trying to impress your friends, these locks are a must-have. What you just saw was the Master Lock 605 and 607 shutter locks, but this is the Model 606, and we're gonna have to do something a little bit different.
Oh, heavens no.
No,
I
it's
just don't get paid
awful.
unless this video goes over a minute.
For this one, I went ahead and cut a happy little circle out on the side of the packaging. This is important for what I'm about to do next. Using a slightly above average.
Wait, is that why all the TikToks that he makes, that whenever... Yeah. I didn't know that you didn't get paid on TikTok if they were... Huh.
That's unfortunate.
Well then.
Average standard medium hook, we're going to use a technique called the poke. The
poke.
Do it. What?
Do what?
You are using a Master Lock Model 606. It can be opened with a Master Lock Model 606.
607. Dollars, 34, 30? What's a 605? It's like 25? $10.
You won't believe this lock's special feature. It's a Master Lock Model 570 maximum pick resistant padlock.
Maximum pick
pins,
resistant.
Including some security pins, and if you look carefully inside the keyway, you can
not
actually
pick
see
proof,
where you put the disappointment.
by the way. Pick resistant.
Right. Big difference.
That's really cool. He's just selling pick locks. That's not been tampered with it, and try again. Okay.
Bruh.
Everything was picked up. Bro, that plastic blew off into the universe. Okay, he actually went and picked it up.
Thanks.
Huh, okay. Is he trying to open it before he gets to his car? Or what? Ooh, this is interesting. Okay, how is he gonna do this? Wait, what? Oh, well then. That was McNallyOfficial, everybody. If you want me and Azu to react to more McNallyOfficial / lockpicking content, like lockpicking lawyer, there's specifically a lockpicking lawyer video that he made about like an April Fool's thing about how to pick lock a back door or something like that. Please let me know if you want me and Azu to react to that. I will see you. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.